Dzień dobry, Krzysztof Falkowski, VG24.PL. Mamy dzisiaj przyjemność gościć u PlayStation Polska na pokazie przedpremierowym gry Marvel's Spider-Man. Mamy też przyjemność przeprowadzić wywiad z gościem, z ekskluzywnym gościem, panem Jonem Paquette, głównym scenarzystą gry Spider-Man z Insomniac Games. Hello, Jon.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have a few questions for you from our readers. And let's start with the first one. Will the city react to our actions or choices in the game or change in some way with the progress of the story?
Sure. So the answer is yes. As you move throughout the story, the people on the street will react to you differently depending on what you've done throughout the course of the story. And also, there's a character, J. Jonah Jameson, who you may know if you're familiar with the Spider-Man stories, who will constantly be on you about what you've been doing out in the city, what kind of mistakes you've made, that kind of thing.
Gotta do this quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
Will we influence the relations between the characters through the choices we make, and will we influence the Spider-Man reception by the public?
Sure. So I would say a little bit. This is a very crafted story. So we want you to experience what Peter is going through and his journey on this story. However, as you're playing through the game, there will be, open world activities that will change based on how you move throughout the story. For example, some side missions may activate later on in the story, based on how you do on those, like I said, people might treat you differently, and not only that, you might get more different gameplay rewards.
It was a breath of fresh air. She'd come around someday.
It's nice. Can we expect many endings of this story? How big is the non-linear aspect when performing tasks and running a story?
Yeah, so we're trying to tell a focused story, so there won't be multiple endings for this story.
So not cool.
Recently, in many games, we have the world which is grey. There are no only black and white heroes and decisions. Is Spider-Man also following this trend, and will there be more difficult decisions and maybe we must choose a lesser evil?
Yeah, I actually think that is kind of a hallmark of great stories, that you need to put your heroes in situations where there is no good option. They have to make a choice, but it's also a sacrifice. Yes, in this story there will be moments when Peter has to choose the lesser of two evils. But that to me is kind of the important part of having a dramatic story, is having those moments when, and especially Peter Parker, he's always faced with these unbelievable odds, and faced to make these difficult decisions. That's why there's always that phrase, with great power comes great responsibility. He's always got to make the hardest decisions.
Huh. It's like my own private ventrance. Fisk may be a dirty criminal, but he has remarkably clean air vents.
Hurry up. The boss wants everything erased. Can't make it delete any faster.
They're so cute when they're oblivious.
How many hours of gameplay can we expect, and whether the game will have New Game Plus mode or any other kind of extension after we complete the main story?
So the story is really big. You'll be able to play for many hours. Plus, there's a lot of open world content. And then after the game is done, we've announced what we're calling the City That Never Sleeps. It's a series of stories, downloadable content that you'll be able to start to play after the initial game is done.
We'll get ready for the main event.
Will the game be divided into chapters? Can we return to a given chapter and repeat it by making other choices, or maybe play something else?
Yeah, so we don't have like a branching narrative like other games, but you can manually save anytime you want and pick up the game at that point and play it, you know, however you want to play it. We do allow a lot of player choice in between missions when you're in the open world. You can go and mess around for hours and hours just swinging across the city if you want to.
Okay.
Get that image out of my head. So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face. Hey, brother, getting off. Do him already. That gave me an opening.
You'll die as uselessly as you lived!
Take your best shot.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
Huh. I was gonna say the same.